Hi everyone, I want to keep this short, but the good news is I finished my 30 book challenge, so I can now buy books again, which is brilliant. Anyway, these are the books I read, the last 14, so I've already done a video with the first 16, these are the other 14. So, first up, we had to remove this post by Hannah Berwowitz. This was a little bit disappointing. I was expecting really big things, especially being as I'd heard some good things about it. And I love the idea of the book. I just think it could have been a lot stronger. But there we are. Next one was a classic that I'd heard about but hadn't read yet, which was Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End. And that was good. I still don't think I completely relate to the way he writes, but I love the ideas in it. And it's got some fantastic things in it that are clearly hugely influential. So that was awesome. Then I read Michael Moorcock's non-fiction kind of analysis of different writers and the way that fantasy's developed, and that's called Wizardry and Wild Romance, and that was an entertaining read. He's very opinionated. He was slating Tolkien like mad, but yeah, Michael Moorcock's opinions there in that book. Then I read Before the Coffee Goes Cold, which is by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really, really good. It's quite simplistically written, and it was originally a stage play, so I don't know if that's why. I'll talk about that more when I do my next time travel video, which will be soon. But it's a very different take on time travel, and I thought it was really good. Next up, I read a book which was a strange book because it was like lots of snippets of stuff. It was James Baldwin was the official author, but I think there's all sorts of things going on in the book. And it's called I'm Not Your Negro. For me, it's a kind of a starter for James Baldwin. I'm going to look into his stuff more. But yeah, it was good, but I expect I'll get more out of the things he's properly written. These are like little sort of vignettes, little short things, and from other people as well. It's like an edited book. And then I read Swallowed Man by Edward Gorey, which is actually Edward Carey, as you see on the cover. Sorry about that. Which is a retelling of Geppetto's story in Pinocchio. And he's in the belly of the whale. And he's just really lonely. He misses his son. He's got lots of regrets. It's interesting. I found some bits better than other bits. So some bits sort of seem to flow better and seem to have more resonance, and then some bits seem to drag a bit. But yeah, it's a good book, good idea. And then I read Dancing Plague by Gareth Brooks. Absolutely love what this looks like, and I really just in generally love this book. I thought it was really good and quite odd, but it's a nice little snapshot of the way that they thought in those days as well. So I'll talk about that. I want to do a graphic novel video before the end of the year. So you'll hear me talk about that one probably. And then I read Giraffes on Horseback Salad by Josh Frank, which I have done a video about, which a few people have watched. And it was strange not in a very good way. Strange in a good way is good, but it was some strange choices that Dali made and that the artist made as well. So yeah, wasn't massively impressed. Then I read Breathing the Same Air by Andrew Stafford. This was a really nice book. This is a self-published book about Andrew Stafford's experience just sitting in on the XTC recordings of The Big Express, which was quite a big album for them because they'd lost their drummer and they were kind of starting again in some ways. And yeah, this is a really interesting book for an XTC fan. And it's quite nice that it's self-published as well. And then I read Running Upon the Wires by Kate Tempest, which is a short poetry book. And it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Kate Tempest is got an amazing way of words. And I love the way she writes. And I just sort of flew through it. I thought it was brilliant. And I think I've loved everything she's written, basically. And then Brave New Worlds. I read that again because I wanted to do a video on it for my Spotlight and Short Stories, which is scheduled to appear on my channel soon. And I love that book. I think it's a really, really good book. And that's why I chose to reread it, because I wanted to do a video on it. So look out for that video soon. Then I read This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone and Amal El-Motar. Written by two people, and actually there's two kind of styles in it. So I don't know whether they wrote different bits or they just knew that they wanted to write in two different styles together. But it was a very good book. And again, I'm just about to start a time travel video, so you'll hear about this in more detail. But yeah, it's a different take on time travel. And yeah, I enjoyed it. The last two are all time travel books as well. So the next one was The Man Who Folded Himself by David Gerrold. I loved this book. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. One of the best books I've read, I think. Big statement. And definitely one of my favourite time travel books. And then last up, I read Replay by Ken Grimwood. And again, I really loved that. I'm thinking that Stephen King may have read that before he wrote 22-11-63, because there's loads of similarities. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good. Lots of different reasons why I thought that worked really well, that book. So that was my 14 books that finished off my 30 book challenge. It was hard though, so it was a good couple of months of frantic reading. That was the hard bit, because I wanted to be able to buy a book now and again. So that's what I didn't like about it, because I've read far quicker, far more books than I normally would in this period of time. So it got a bit obsessive. So yeah, I'll give myself a break a little bit now. But anyway, 30 book challenge is done. There'll be some book hauls at some point. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye.